Only 2 days before the much hyped Limuru 3 meeting that has been pegged as a socio economic and political gathering takes place, battle lines are already drawn and it is dividing Mount Kenya right in the middle. When it started, people like the Jubilee Secretary General, Jeremiah Kioni, the former Laikipia Governor, Nderitu Muruithi, and Martha Karua took a center stage in organizing this. Of course, I also had the name of Maina Njenga, and I was also shocked that the Kikuyu Council of Elders have given it the green light. In fact, the agenda is still very opaque, it is not known, but most of those who are speaking about it are saying that one man, one vote, one shilling is going to be at the center of their discussion because Mount Kenya is crying foul that they voted for this government, yet they are suffering. Now, one man that shocked the nation when he announced that he is also joining the organizers is Cabinet Secretary Moses Kuria. Just in the past 1 week, Moses Kuria has shocked this nation. First, when Rigathi Gachagua decided to go ahead of Limuru 3 and talked about one man, one shilling, one vote in one of the churches where he declared his support, Moses Kuria did not waste time, but he attacked Rigathi Gachagua and was telling him, we cannot join the group and we cry fall, yet Mount Kenya has a sitting deputy president. Mount Kenya has got 9 cabinet secretaries. Why are we also crying as if we don't have, the capacity? And he said, Mount Kenya is a government. If we were serious, we would implement this by Friday. But he said that they are hoodwinking Mount Kenya voters because they cannot lie that they don't have the capacity. And he really engaged Rigathi Gachagua and told him off that he was pretending. Then he took to William Samoei Ruto. And Moses Kuria told William Ruto that as he jets out of the country to the much hyped invitation to tour US and hold meetings at State House, Moses Kuria warned him against listening and taking instruction about LGBTQ. And he told him off and told him that the US has got a very hidden agenda about the LGBTQ. Now today, Moses Kuria is announcing that he is also joining the group that is organizing for Limuru 3, and he's saying that he was there when they organized the Limuru 1, and they were together with Mwai Kibaki. Kindly listen to this information.
The Limuru 3 meeting that has already attracted political contestation and a split in the Mount Kenya region could be yet another stage for the Mount Kenya supremacy battle. Public Service Cabinet Secretary Moses Kuria has joined the list of organizers. Now, in a press briefing Wednesday evening, Kuria said the Limuru 3 meeting will provide a stage for the debate of the one man, one vote, one shilling debate. We get more from our very own Stephen Leto.
The Limuru 3 meeting, fashioned as a socio-economic and political gathering for Mount Kenya region, has attracted interest from across the political divide 2 days to the meeting. Wednesday evening, Public Service Cabinet Secretary Moses Kuria joined the list of organizers of the event whose agenda remains scanty.
I am the only common thread between Limuru 1, Limuru 2 and Limuru 3. We're talking about a period of 15 years. Between
debate over the one man, one vote, one shilling debate. Kuria says the resource sharing debate will feature prominently.
It's a legitimate question, and I think the bulk of the people who will be at Limuru 3 would be justified to talk about one man, one vote, one shilling. What I cannot understand is people like me crying with them yet I'm a cabinet minister.
Earlier, Azimio leaders from the region, led by Jeremiah Kioni and former Laikipia Governor Nderitu Mureithi, said the gathering will be the start of anti-government protests against high taxation contained in the Finance Bill 2024.
Tomorrow we have a meeting of leaders who are saying have not been invited in Mount Kenya region, and we are telling them there is nothing, we are not going to say that there is a presidential candidate in Mount Kenya. Sio shida yetu. Shida yetu ni mambo ambayo tumesukumwa naye. How can we be able to push back?
I also noticed, of course, some Kenyans are inviting themselves to our event on Friday. So we should say that the accreditation of delegates is going on.
Yeah, and that's why I'm really supporting them. I believe that it would have been better off organized by neutral people, professionals or business people. But if no one is coming forward, I have got no reason whatsoever to begrudge people who are coming forward.
Organizers say that at least 30 political parties from the Mount Kenya region have so far confirmed their attendance.
Ladies and gentlemen, you all know that the majority leader Kimani Ichung'wah and the deputy president Rigathi Gachagua do not want this Limuru 3 meeting to take place, and they have termed it an event where people who are only obsessed by ethnic bigotry are going to gather to talk about matters that are bedeviling Mount Kenya. Yet they are saying that as leaders, they should talk about matters affecting the whole nation. And you know that leaders have been divided right in the middle. In fact, it was being reported that over 30 political parties from Mount Kenya have shown interest in joining the Limuru 3. And State House is really watching very keenly. Deep State is watching very keenly. William Ruto is watching very keenly because they don't know what is going to happen. Rigathi Gachagua is scared because, yes, we are told they're going to talk about one man, one vote, one shilling, but there is more than meet the eye. They could talk about, giving maybe a presidential candidate in 2027 who will become the Mount Kenya spokesperson. The people are very suspicious about this meeting, but as you can see, there's a lot of fever pitch. There are people who are very ready, leaders who are very ready to join this team. So in this video, I want to look at why Moses Kuria has joined the rush to attend Limuru 3 and why now. And please don't go because this is going to be very interesting. If you're watching for the first time, please subscribe to the channel, click the notification bell to allow YouTube to notify you whenever we release a video like this. I would like to thank you if you're one of the people who are supporting this channel in one way or the other. Also give this video likes and help us share our videos. Ladies and gentlemen, the number one reason why Moses Kuria is joining this team is because he has just realized that this is a kind of supremacy battle, and he has gotten an opportunity to beat Rigathi Gachagua. Rigathi Gachagua did not want to join Limuru 3 because Limuru 3 is being organized by mostly members of parliament, governors and senators who served in Uhuru regime, and they feel that they were either robbed out or they are not part and parcel of the UDA government. So Rigathi has got no business joining them. But when he realized that they are going to talk about one man, one vote, one shilling, Rigathi Gachagua for the very first time, when they rejected this during the BBI, asserted that he is in support of the one man, one shilling, one vote. And Moses Kuria told him that you cannot join the people who are crying. Use the authority to ensure that it is implemented. Don't just talk about it. And even today, you realize that he's saying that what he cannot understand is how, as a leader, he should be crying with others who don't have the authority. So this is an opportunity to beat Rigathi Gachagua. And Rigathi Gachagua has a lot of duty in trying to tame people like Rigathi Gachagua, Kimani Ichung'wah, Ndindi Nyoro, Martha Karua. I don't know how he's going to manage it, but his quest to become the sole Mount Kenya kingpin is really facing a lot of jeopardy, facing a lot of stumbling blocks. So that is the number one reason why Moses Kuria is joining this team. He wants to remove the cover. Anataka kuanika Rigathi Gachagua as leaders who pretend that they love one man, one shilling, one vote, yet they cannot implement it, because we've seen Rigathi Gachagua supporting Finance Bill 2023 and campaigning for it, whipping all the Mount Kenya leaders to vote for it. Then when the avocado farmers start crying foul, then he's forming a caucus to look into problems that are bedeviling avocado farmers. Number two, Moses Kuria anajipanga. He has just realized that this is where the agenda of Mount Kenya is going to be set. So what is he doing? At one point, he's a cabinet secretary and he does not want to be there. But at some point, he realizes that this could be the vehicle that is going to take Mount Kenya by storm. It can be very euphoric. So he's also joining them just to be very safe, because he knows very well that as a cabinet secretary, he can be relieved of his duties. William Ruto could just wake up and say, I'm doing a reshuffle, and Moses Kuria is not part and parcel of this. That is what Uhuru did to some of the leaders from Mount Kenya who are working very closely with William Ruto. So he's making sure that he doesn't have all the eggs in one basket. Some are with William Ruto, others are with the KAMWENE group. And he's joining them and is saying that he has been part and parcel of the first organization when they organized Limuru 1 with Mwai Kibaki, and he was also part of the Limuru 2. Now he's part of Limuru 3, and he says he does not have any regrets about it. So he knows this is politics and he's taking cover. He's just looking at what kind. If he realizes that Limuru 3 is heading nowhere, he will still remain with Ruto as a cabinet secretary, as a man who is loyal to William Ruto. If he realizes that Limuru 3 is gaining momentum and it is taking off, then he will be with them. Ili kujipanga, and most politicians know how to do it. Number 3, he could have been sent by William Ruto, because William Ruto is very scared about this Limuru 3, just as Rigathi Gachagua is also very scared. For Rigathi, he's scared that if this takes off, then his quest to become a running mate, his quest to become a spokesperson, to become a kingpin, is going to die a natural death. Because if these people wake up, Mount Kenya, both leaders and especially the hustlers who voted for William Ruto are tired of the taxes that are being levied on them, and they say William Ruto would wink them. You've seen them saying as much. If this succeeds, then Rigathi and the likes will have a doomsday. But for William Ruto, he is also very scared, because he knows that people like Uhuru Kenyatta are pulling the strings behind the curtains. And if it succeeds, because it means there's going to be money, they are going to speak reality, they are going to face their people and asking them, have we benefited from this government? Is it any better than Uhuru Kenyatta's regime? In terms of appointments, in terms of the condition of life, economically, socially, the socio-economic and political side of it, are we any better? Because we were told Ruto and Gachagua were the guys who had the remedy to our problems. So people are going to have a very open debate. One man, one shilling, one vote. They're going to be asked, do you think Ruto is for it? Because the person who told them that the BBI was bad was Gachagua and William Ruto. So William Ruto is scared, and there's a possibility that he has sent Moses Kuria to snoop ahead, just trying to report on the progress, what people said, the resolutions. Because you've seen what Moses Kuria is doing. He has gone there and is saying that I'm now part of the organizers, so that he will be at the center, at the inner core, at the table where decisions are being made. And if he has been sent there as a state, then he will come back to William Ruto and he will give him every information and what happened. But I know that people like Jeremiah Kioni Muraidhi, people like Martha Karua, they don't care. All they want is to champion their own cause. And I think this is why Moses Kuria has also joined them. Number 3, Moses Kuria just wanted to steal the show. He has realized that he was not part of the organizers. He has realized that maybe thought it was not going to be big, but now it is getting momentum, gaining momentum by the day, and is realizing, because he knows very well. He was there in 2022 when the UDA wave started moving, and they were leaving Uhuru Kenyatta. And that is the same thing that might happen. So he wants to steal the show. He just wants to be there so that it said that, Moses Kuria was part of it, because he was not part of the organizers from the onset. Now, when he comes at the very final moment, he wants to steal the show. Now, with the 2 days remaining, I know this is going to gain momentum, and very many people are going to join with vested interests to join the wave. Some are going to act because they have been a spy there just to know what is happening. Why do you think Moses Kuria has joined? Please share with me on the comment section.